A day at the beach, fun in the sun, sand castles, waves, wading, surfing, frisbee, sandwiches, soda pop, a romantic walk along the seashore. We can safely say that most of us, if not all of us, will visit the ocean for a day like this at some point in our lives. As a NAUI certified scuba diver, with research through the National Weather Service Rip Current Safety web link and the Discovery Company's How Stuff Works web link on rip current safety, I present you with safety cautions in order to provide safer beach excursions, reducing the impact that rip currents have on our lives through knowledge of how the river flows. In the next few moments, I will provide information that could save your lives by explaining what a rip current is, detailing how they form, informing how to recognize a rip current, as well as teaching the safest way to escape one. Rip currents are narrow channels of water that flow swiftly away from the shore at surf beaches. They typically extend from near the shoreline through the surf zone past the breaking waves, according to the National Weather Service's Rip Current Safety article. Rip currents can extend from 200 feet up to 2,500 feet beyond the breaking waves and are generally less than 30 feet wide. These currents lose their strength the further they get from shore. They can travel at speeds up to 5 miles per hour or faster. The speed increases depending on the wave height and the wave frequency. In the United States alone, rip currents are responsible for 150 deaths annually and account for 80% of beach rescues. Rip currents form when waves break near the shoreline, piling up water between the beach and the waves. The water will get caught between the beach and sand bars, which are shallow sections of sand raised that run parallel to the shore, with deeper water between them. The receding water from the incoming waves could be strong enough to punch a hole through these sandbars, forming a deeper channel of water to escape back out to sea. This will cause suction of water when moving rather swiftly, similar to water being sucked down the drain of a bathtub. The closer you get to the hole, the stronger the suction is. As you can see, the sandbars will run parallel to the beach, and the water works like a suction flowing outwards, where the water will deaden once it gets past the sandbar. When the receding water is not strong enough to punch through the sandbar, it will travel along the shore until it finds a low spot in the sandbar that it can rush out to sea there. The water may end up finding a pier or a pile of rocks or a levee, and it will follow these structures back out to sea. There are several factors signaling a rip current. Water flowing outward against incoming waves will deaden the flow of these incoming waves, causing the appearance of a much calmer section of sea. As well as interrupting the incoming waves, rip currents could stir up the sediment off the ocean floor, which is noticeable by a narrow streak of muddy water moving out through the surf where no waves are breaking. Attempting to swim directly against a rip current causes fatigue and exhaustion followed by panic. Imagine a person who gets caught in a rip current and he immediately starts swimming frantically against the current. After about 4 or 5 minutes with no gain in movement, he becomes exhausted, starts to panic. He's no longer able to keep up swimming. He'll get pulled out beyond the sandbar with no energy left. He'll be out in deeper water with no energy left. He's in serious danger of drowning. Now imagine a person who gets caught in a rip current, simply relaxes, waves an arm to signal to those on shore he may need help, allows the rip current to pull him out beyond the sandbar, and begins swimming parallel to the seashore, where he gets out of the current, heads back in, assisted by the waves. Within 4 to 5 minutes, maybe back within safety. Do not try to swim against the current. Rather, relax to conserve energy and wave an arm to signal those on shore you need help. By swimming parallel with the shoreline, you should make it out of a rip current very quickly, since they're less than 30 feet wide. You'd want to swim directly towards the breaking waves, as this signals an area where there is no rip current. As well, these waves will help to push you back to shore. Now that we have discussed what rip currents are, how they form, what they look like, we can apply this knowledge for a safer day at the beach, reducing the impact that rip currents have on our lives through knowledge of how the river flows. Knowing that rip currents are narrow channels of swiftly moving water flowing outward, recognizing how they form, knowing that they are sometimes muddy streaks of water and have either no waves breaking or at least a much calmer section of surf, we can feel safer about not getting caught in a rip current, as well as knowing what to do if we are. Oceans are a powerful natural force that deserve our respect, and with that respect we are able to enjoy the ocean's majesty without fear. Thank you.